でも僕思うんです。彼、ジョルノ・ジョバーナは、丈太郎さんが心配するような危険なやつではないって。最後の食事、よく味わって食べるといいぜ。
Yeah, I think Koichi should have waited for a couple more episodes before deciding to say that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Otto Chris is Talking, and this is going to be another JoJo review. And yes, for JoJo, we're talking about JoJo Part 5, Golden Wind. And for Episode 4, this shit was quite dark, man. This shit was quite dark. Like for reals. Let me just sort this out. Y'all can see a bit too much in my room. Got my towels in the corner and shit. This episode was one of my favorite episodes so far, and you know something? Every episode that airs is my favorite episode so far. So I don't care what you have to say, because this series is freaking amazing. And I haven't read past part 4 because I didn't want to kind of spoil it for myself. Once it got confirmed that the season was coming out, I was like, definitely, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna watch it. So, guys, if you are a JoJo fan like myself and you do like JoJo content reviews, reactions, or you want like JoJo kind of character breakdowns and stuff, then do subscribe, because that lets me know what kind of content that you want with the notifications on, so that you know when my videos are out. And you know, if you like the video, what are you gonna do? Who am I? There is no one here. I'm looking at. If you like the video, then you better smash that subscribe button. You better just go full Jotaro, go full Josuke, go full Dio, and just and destroy that like button. So this episode is pretty cool because we finally get the conclusion to the test that Giorno was given by Popo, and Popo, that huge, fat, ugly motherfucker, like, and I don't mean it in a wrong way. I mean, how else do you describe this guy, for crying out loud? This guy is the weirdest guy. He had this huge ass pizza which he slurped in, like I don't even like, slurped is not a cool word to say out loud on camera. It sounds kind of dodge, but yeah, Popo. Yeah, let me turn this shit down as well. Like, he definitely did not deserve to stick around any more episodes, because that way that he was talking about the whole murder thing when he came back to Giorno and was all like, yeah, by the way, God even forgives murder. I was like, oh shit. And that twist at the end, madness. I literally thought that, I don't know, Giorno was going to end up being like the nicer JoJo, you know, like, I mean, all of them have their own edginess to them, but so far you can definitely tell that there is a hidden darkness to Giorno. And obviously we were given his character background 2 episodes back, but episodes like this lets us understand a bit more of the psyche of what Giorno is going through and how he will distribute his equivalent of what he thinks justice is. And I mean, that's very important, because most shonen protagonists, they follow this whole justice thing. They want to do what they want to do because they think that they're right. And most of the time, their whole justice, their idealistic view of justice tends to be more on the nicer side. Like, they wouldn't have killed Popo. Do you know what I mean? Like, most other like anime characters who are like the main characters wouldn't have gone out the way to be like, okay, cool, low-key slyly let the guy pretty much kill him, like with a coldness to him that you haven't seen from the other JoJos, not even from Jotaro, you know. And I like that. This is, it's so crazy how so many JoJos in, and everyone's still different. And I know that things are still going well because there's so many more JoJos to go, but people, the JoJo that people have spoke about the most has been this JoJo, Giorno Giovanna, as well as Jotaro from part 3. Yeah, I knew about those 3 way before I even knew what the whole JoJo thing was about. But I knew about the characters and from the games and small little things like that. So yeah, so also what happened in this episode is we get to see way more of Black Sabbath and what his weakness is, as well as what their actual ability is, which is in the shadows. This motherfucker is OP as hell, and I'm actually currently in the process of writing some kind of character analysis for either Black Shadow and Popo or Popo, but if I make it into one video, it might be a bit long, so I don't know whether making a 10-15 minute video going into the character will be worth it, or whether you guys would rather have like 2, 5 to 7 minute videos. So please let me know in the comment box, what would you prefer, like a 5-7 minute character analysis, or would you prefer like just a one video where it focuses on Popo and Black Sabbath together? But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going. But I did like Black Sabbath's ability and how strong he was, and how Giorno's ability did not affect him when he went all slow and shit. And that was amazing, because when we get introduced to some of the JoJo's, they seem very OP right from the get-go. And then like what a lot of mangakas, storytellers, writers from almost any genre of I don't know, like pop culture, or not pop culture, but you know, like fiction. Sorry, what the fuck am I talking about? From fiction. And what they tend to find hard to do is give an OP character a weakness, a good weakness, a weakness that makes sense. You know, whether it be like their thought process, or whether it be like, I don't know, their ability, whether it be kryptonite. I know most writers don't know how to give a very powerful character a good weakness. Sometimes that even happens where the character is so OP, whether it be a protagonist or antagonist, that they don't know how to utilize the character properly in the story. So I did like the fact that Black Sabbath was able to bring out a weakness in Giorno that like Giorno kind of didn't have. Like Giorno was still trapped, and I was like, holy shit. So even though we know Giorno is the main character, he's going to be okay, this is also JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so it's not like a general shonen kind of show. So that whole battle between them two was fantastic. I love how Koichi, how he felt when he joined into it. He was shocked, and I was kind of annoyed by Koichi at first when he came, because he was too busy shouting about the dead guy. And then I realized, wait a second, he didn't see the whole thing with Black Sabbath. All he sees is this old man that Giorno was talking to alive, and then suddenly like he's dead. Like, so Koichi's frantic kind of response and just how he was made a lot of sense, because you would act like that if you saw like a dead person. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know. I literally just thought of like a meme in my head whilst I was talking. I need to calm down with a fucking coffee. But yeah, so that whole fight and that dynamic, and how like Koichi felt with the whole situation was fantastic, especially because like he already had a slight inkling of who Giorno was because of their encounters, but seeing Giorno with a dead guy led Koichi to believe that that Giorno was somebody else, that he was a violent murderer or whatever. Because obviously, if Jotaro's telling Koichi, yo, watch out for this guy, let me know like what's going on, like give me feedback on how weird this guy is, are there things that are suspicious, then there must be a reason why. And Koichi really respects Jotaro, so I'm glad that it kind of cleared that whole aspect of not cleared, but it gave Koichi a better understanding of who Giorno was. But it doesn't mean that the portrayal of Giorno that Koichi has is the correct one, because the last thing he said to Jotaro was literally like, yeah, I think he's a good guy, like his heart is no, he seems a bit dodge, but deep down he seems like a pretty good person. He's got the whole justice thing that all you JoJo's have had. I've seen 3 different versions of JoJo's. I've been around since I was in part 4 when I got to see 3 different JoJo's of part 2, 3 and 4. So you know, I got a good understanding of the JoJo's. No, you're wrong, Koichi. We don't know who this guy is. You are in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so God knows how Giorno is going to be near the end. But I am super excited. This episode had a lot of action, which was cool. We got to see a bit more into the whole psyche, the mindset of Giorno, and how his understanding of what justice is and why he does what he does, and how far he's willing to go to deliver his ideal of justice. And he's clearly down to dead off a couple people if they either A, do the wrong thing, or if he doesn't like them. And I feel like that's a step further than possibly the other JoJo's would have gone, unless they really had to do it. You know, normally is backs, they fly off into the midnight and then they come back again later on, like way later. But this was that straight up Popo got his head blown off. So I was like, rah, it's kind of mad. But yeah, that was that. And what were your thoughts on the episode? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Did you like the dark aspect of it? Did you like how Giorno was able to defeat him? And if you've seen further on in the manga, please don't give any manga spoilers down below, because I am enjoying it how it is. And as I'm not a huge channel, I'm still watching it as it goes. So if you leave a comment, I'll probably see it. You'll probably be one comment. But yeah, anyways, guys, sorry that this review is late. I had a nice Halloween weekend, so I was out on Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday. I was just literally just hungover. I'm 27, quite old, so like my hangovers aren't like your guys' hangovers if you're of age in your country. Why am I acting like I'm some fucking clean, nice person? But yeah, Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do be awesome and subscribe and leave a like, because this lets the YouTube algorithm know that you guys are actually watching it. Because thank you guys who are watching my videos, but please kind of let's have a bit more engagement, because I want to know your thoughts and it helps me build my channel a bit better. Well, enough of that sentimental shit. I will see you guys in a bit. And lastly, if you could have a stand, what would your stand's name be and what would their ability be? Try to be as creative and awkward as possible, because I like weird shit. Peace.